What the hell was I've heard it twice already.
Have you ever wondered if spirits could be helped to move on, even remotely? This series explores that question as we investigate The One, a spirit at Malvern Manor claiming to be a dark or demonic entity.
There's this entity that kind of shows himself and says, "Oh, I'm the one." And it's interesting because a lot of these spirits, like you'll be having a conversation or interaction with them, and they'll say things like, "He's coming. I have to go. He's here." And then they're gone. Like activity flatlines, and then hear this nasty, guttural, deep voice comes through and starts telling you some of the most horrific things you've ever heard.
We've spent years trying to figure out who or what he is. He comes and goes at will, and he seems to be able to silence the other spirits. In an effort to learn more about One and potentially move him on and other spirits, I'm teaming up with Ashley Rose and Josh Hurd. Ashley is an energy worker and a mala maker who is going to attempt to move the One and any other spirits ready to leave.
So I'm an energy worker. I guess I should introduce myself. My name is Ashley. I go by Ashley Rose on social media. I'm a business owner. I do tarot readings. I don't call myself a medium. I call myself a channel. I just channel whatever messages usually come through via tarot or intuitively. I also make a lot of healing jewelry. So I work a lot with crystals and various things. And I was really drawn to the entity world this last year. I do a lot of coaching and helping people work through their fears and their shadow work because I'm also a witch. So I help people work through that. And it really got me started thinking about, well, dark energy, negative energy, really what is it?
The plan. Over the next month, we'll document our experiment in phases. Day 1, which is this video, Ashley will clear Josh and me to see if any attachments affect the manor. We'll then investigate its response and see what happens. Day 2, Ashley will clear out our investigation equipment, and then we will see if that affects the manor in any way. Day 3, we'll announce our presence and offer to help any spirits move on. We'll then invite them to join us in the lobby or the dining room for an attempt to move them on. But this is just the beginning. We'll share our experiences and we'll explore the possibilities and discuss the potential benefits and drawbacks during future videos. I hope you join us for this haunting experiment docuseries.
I help people work through that, and it really got me started thinking about, well, dark energy, negative energy, really what is it? So I'm really cautious when I say that, there are angels and demons. It's whatever people want to dub it as, but there's light and there's dark. And when Travis was telling me about Malvern, he was telling me about the One. So there's, conversation about whether or not is the One really an entity or not. But I took a training on how to clear entities and how to clear them from people and spaces. And I know that there was some conversation about making sure that we don't clear the house entirely. So that is not my intention. I wanted you to understand what my intentions were, that Travis had expressed that being able to clear the One and help him heal so that he can move on to allow the other spirits, some more interaction. And then to also clear out any of the spirits that want to leave if they don't want to be there. So I want to make sure that that is okay with you before I begin anything.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Okay, perfect. I love that we're doing this. I don't know if Travis went over the whole timeline with you, but we're doing this over a series of Saturdays just to be able to show the documentation and how the house reacts and all that. And today it starts with you and Travis. So the entity clearing is going to actually be on you and Travis, and I'm going to be going over 8 different commands on top of putting you guys in a protection bubble. in the kitchen since you guys are in the house. I'm going to go over those clearings, just what the topics are, and I want to make sure that I have your permission to be able to do that for you. Certainly. Is that okay? All right. Absolutely. So I could have just done an entity clearing, but from a scientific standpoint and an energetic standpoint, what I really wanted to do is I wanted to make sure that you didn't have anything energetically going on that was attached to your body or going on within your body that could influence what the house is. Like, I really want to be able to see what does the house bring and make sure that there's nothing that you guys are bringing in that's influencing anything. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. Do I have your permission to do those clearings, and do you have any questions for me?
No, I think absolutely. Go for it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I do want to recommend that afterwards, make sure you drink lots and lots of water, and don't be surprised if you're tired.
Okay.
All right.
I'm always tired.
I'm just saying, don't be surprised if you're more tired. Now, can you go over a little bit of the history? Like, have you ever had anybody come in and try to heal your home or try to clear anything out or do any blessings or anything like that before?
No, never anything like that. No.
Okay. All right. I'm excited on the first. Woohoo!
Yeah. It should be interesting, though.
So if you are ready, let's go ahead and get started. Are you guys all set up? You're good? You're able to focus?
I think so. Yeah, it should be good.
All right. So, Josh, exactly what you're doing. You're just going to kind of rub your hands together. You're going to feel the energy in your body. And I want you to take a couple deep breaths. Travis, if you don't mind, if you can come into the frame as well, so I can see you. All right. Hi. You're just going to rub your hands together a little bit. I want you to take a couple of deep breaths, and I'm going to put all of us, you guys, in a bubble of protection. So go ahead and close your eyes for me. Breathe in 1. Breathe out. Deep breath in. Breathe out. And I want you to just kind of tune into your body a little bit and allow me to do the work to be able to put some energy around you that is protective. Let's breathe in one more time. Breathe out. I now command that a sacred bubble of healing, love, and protection surround you and myself that is made for you and myself in the perfect shape, size, material, now and every time that we ask for it to do the healing work and to do any protection work, when we call for it in the highest and best way possible with ease, speed, love, and kindness. Thank you. Now we have the bubble around you. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go through each command. You don't have to say anything. I'm going to just do my thing. And then if you don't mind, just let me know how you feel afterwards. How are you feeling currently right now?
Feel good, yeah.
All right, perfect. All right, let's go ahead and close our eyes, and I'm going to go ahead and start the clearing of both of you, okay? So, and I'll command that all negative energy and negative entity attachments, fragments, cords, markers, tethers, infections, toxins, curses, vows, oaths, mirrors, reverse shields, excess empathy, hidden or otherwise, or anything else that is entity related be immediately cleansed, cleared, and healed in the highest, best way possible in all areas of direction in time and all timelines where these individuals exist with ease, speed, love, and kindness. I command that all entities be healed to the highest vibration possible for them to move to their next stage of their spiritual journey. I command anything preventing this from happening be immediately healed with universal love. Thank you. Now I'm moving on to reinstate your boundaries. I now command that all of their boundaries with everyone and everything, including entities and entity-related energies, be restored 100% sovereignty in the highest and best way in all directions of time and all timelines where they exist with ease, speed, love, and kindness. Anything preventing this from happening is immediately healed with universal energy. Thank you. Now we're moving on to DNA clearing. I now command that any low vibrational DNA that is not for your highest good and your greatest good be extracted and neutralized, and the remaining human DNA be fully cleaned, cleared, and evolved in the highest and best way, fully integrated in their bodies, in all directions of time with ease, speed, love, and kindness. Anything preventing this from happening is to be immediately healed through universal love. Thank you. I now command that any high vibrational DNA be fully integrated with their human DNA and always possible. That is for their highest and greatest good with ease, speed, love, kindness. Anything preventing this from happening be immediately healed with universal love. Thank you. We're going on to anatomy clearing. I now command that all of their energetic anatomy be cleaned, cleared, and healed in the highest and best way possible in all directions of time, in all realities and timelines that they exist. Anything preventing this from happening is to be immediately healed with ease, speed, love, and kindness. Thank you. Moving on to energetic relationships. I now command that all of their energetic relationships with everyone and everything, including entities and off-world beings, be healed, optimized, and harmonized in the highest and best way in all directions of time and all timelines where they exist with ease, speed, love, and kindness. Anything preventing this from being healed immediately is to be healed immediately with universal love. Thank you. Spiritual clearing. I now command that all parts of their spiritual anatomy, including their crystalline body blueprint, astral body, and soul cords, be cleaned, cleared, and healed with the highest and best way possible in all directions of time and all timelines and realities that they exist, with ease, speed, love, and kindness. Anything preventing this is to be immediately healed with universal love. Thank you. We're moving on to soul mergers. I now command that any attempted soul mergers that are less than 100% life score be healed with love, removed permanently from them, and the soul filter be downloaded and activated in the highest and best way, all directions of time and all timelines where they exist, with ease, speed, love, and kindness. Anything preventing this from happening is to be immediately healed with universal love. Thank you. I now command that the appropriate soul for your body be firmly anchored into your body, and anything preventing this from happening to be healed in the highest and best way possible in all directions of time and timelines where you exist, with ease, speed, love, and kindness. Anything preventing this from happening is to be immediately healed through universal love. Thank you. Now we're going to reset and reboot your energy. I now command that all parts of you, physical and metaphysical, be reset, rebooted, revived, renewed, regenerated, rejuvenated, rebalanced, recalibrated, realigned, and restored to full maximum radiant health and stability in the highest and best way possible in all directions of time and all timelines where they exist with ease, speed, love, and kindness. Anything preventing this from being anything preventing this is to be immediately healed with universal love now. Thank you. All right, deep breath in. Blow it out. Deep breath in. Blow it out. Okay, so that is the clearing of both of you. How are you feeling?
The EMF just went off. Right when we both just kind of opened our eyes, like the EMF detector goes off. That's awesome.
All right, cool. So the machine went off. How are you two feeling? Are you feeling, but energetically, tell me how you're feeling. Are you feeling a little bit better? Do you feel good? Do you feel tired?
I feel lighter. I feel lighter. Like, I don't know what you did. I have no idea. There was a couple different times, like one time I felt a pop in the back of my head, which is odd, and then I felt like a tug out of my stomach. Huh. Like, I don't know what the hell that was, but I don't know. I felt those two very specific things.
I felt like my back kind of do that. My back, like lower back kind of did that, but yeah.
It was weird, but cool.
Well, you are very welcome. So what this did essentially is that this cleared any negative energy that was sitting within your body. I reset your energy, rebooted it. And, we simply cleared you out because, like I said, I wanted to make sure there wasn't anything hindering this investigation because, we're also coming at it from a scientific standpoint as an energy worker. I want to see how the house reacts and what kind of activity you get And that way the spirits can also see that I'm here to help them if they want to leave. So do you feel like the one is an entity, or do you feel like he's just more like a bully spirit?
Personally, I think the one is just like, we could really get into it. I think that the last person that owned this building while it was operating as a facility was a very type A person, not very well liked by a lot of people that worked here, a lot of people that lived here, verbally and physically abusive to a lot of them as well. There was also a ton of money that he was kind of taking for himself. He wasn't a good dude. And it turns out he didn't even have the proper licensure to run a facility like this. So insurance fraud, all of this crap was going on. And he got caught, went to prison where he passed away. It's interesting. So it makes me wonder, it's like, is it just him? Is it just this guy that is, you know, the one or whatever that makes us want to think that we're experiencing something, you know, demonic or what have you?
Right.
But is it something that's
do you ever feel threatened by him? Like, do you ever feel unsafe being in there?
I'm a hard-headed mamma jamma anyway. So, like, what some people would consider a threat, I would just consider it a joke. You know what I mean? So it's almost like yes and no. Like, one time I said, well, we could just get rid of it. Like, what happens if we just got rid of it? And it said, bring God, is all it said. And I was like, okay, like, that's adorable. You know what I mean? It's like, what do? You know, it's like, okay, you're trying to make yourself seem bigger and badder than you probably actually are, because numerous times I've said, let's do it then. Let's have it out. If you truly are like demonic, let's smell some rotting flesh. Let's smell some brimstone, some sulfur. Let's smell some of this nasty stuff. Scratch me up, do whatever, right?
Right.
Nothing. Yeah, nothing has happened. And I was like, that's what I thought. You know what I mean? So I'll push back as much as they'll push me.
Yeah. Interesting. So I don't know if Travis was able to tell you about my dream or not. When we started talking about Malvern and me coming in and doing these clearings, it was like a couple of days after I wound up having a dream. And my dreams are kind of funny. They come in like images. But since you're here and you talked about having the information, does the last name Davis or the name Molly like ring a bell when you guys were cleaning things out at all?
Possibly. I know there was a few Davis. I know there was a few Davises for sure.
All right. So here's what's interesting about that. I had a dream where I was getting like a phone call. You know, spirits will reach out to you however they can. So, but it was a FaceTime and it said Haunted Davis. What? And intuitively, like, I was like, oh, it's Malvern calling. So I answered, and there's a room that you have in that building. It's like a wood paneled, kind of red, wood and red, and there's like a baseboard like heater down there. And in my dream,
there's your baseboard heater. Yeah, there's your red carpet. There's your wood.
So I had this dream that there was a woman who had red hair, and she did not seem like she was all mentally there. She was actually laying on the floor, and she had a baby with her. And the baby was doing tummy time, but she was like putting food in the baby's mouth. And the baby was trying to spit it out. And I didn't have any emotional connection to it other than just the fact of like, wow, I'm a mom and that baby shouldn't be eating food. Right. But it just kind of dawned on me like, oh, this is why she's here. And, you know, the dream kind of goes on where I wind up seeing, we just planted poppies. I'll tell you about that in a minute. But my poppies are growing, and then it's going like through this very fast-paced film-like version of it, like blooming, growing, and then dying. Yeah. And then the next vision that I have is of an anglerfish, which spiritually anglerfish are, it's the razor teeth and like the light in front of the fish is down in the very depths of the dark ocean. Spiritually, they show us that there's so many things in the unknown. And when I told Bree and Travis about my dream, and I was going back and I was doing research and I was watching the video of Travis talking about doing the entity clearing. He was right next to that room and the light went off and there was a female voice that said, I want to go home or I want to leave. And I just found that to be really interesting. So I wanted to ask if Davis meant anything to you, because that was what was in my dream.
I mean, I know for a fact that I've come across the name Davis for sure.
All right.
I'm trying to remember like what that specifically pertained to and all of that. But that's fascinating that you came up with that room that's literally feet away from us right now. And that's, the hell was that?
Looking at the situation, feeling it out. She was put there because there was no other choice, but they did because they didn't know what else to do, kind of thing. So,
I did like a knock or something that just happened down.
Now, are you getting anything?
Yeah, it was like a creak or like.
Yeah. Like I don't know what that was, but yeah, that was pretty fascinating.
Rebecca's door's open, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I had it closed earlier. I opened it when I was giving a tour.
The wind is blowing, but
The wind's blowing pretty good, but I don't think that was the wind.
yeah.
Oh, people are upstairs. I was like, what the hell is that? Yeah, people are upstairs.
It was weird though.
Do you have a tour going on upstairs, or what's going on upstairs?
So we don't know. Like there are people up there right now that are walking around with a tour.
Oh, okay.
I think they're coming down, is what it sounds like. So I'm not going to subject you to that. But yeah, it is pretty interesting. So, I mean, numerous times down this hallway here, I don't know how well you'll be able to see it.
I don't have a light on me, do I? No.
All the way down the hall. The last room on the right-hand side down there, that's room number 2, and that is where the shadow man will come from. You react and it's done and over with. What the hell was...
Did you see anything?
No, I just heard it. What the hell was that?
I'll go check.
Travis, come get it.
Yeah. I mean, they're closed.
Yeah, I mean...
I'll do what you're... I'm going to shit myself like you did, though, if that door opened. I saw your last video.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Dude, that was so stupid. Yeah, I about lost my mind. I was gone.
Yeah, I don't know what that was, though.
Oh, my God.
You make the toilet go off again? Or the seat?
Yeah, do that. If that toilet thing goes off, I'm going to poo.
Reality. Is there anybody here with us?
I've heard it twice already.
Yeah.
I heard yup, one, and I heard one again.
One, are you here? Maybe. I hear you.
Well, that's good. Step in the right direction, pal.
You're in touch. Radio, it said radio, you're in touch. One, are you excited about what we're doing? Maybe.
Maybe.
Do you want us? Do you want us to help you move on?
Did that just say F off?
Kinda.
And then F you?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah.
That's adorable. Wow.
That was, yeah.
That was awesome.
Okay.
I mean, not awesome, but awesome.
Travis, can you let him know that that I'm here, that I can help heal him if that's what he wants?
Yeah.
Why does he, if he doesn't want it, why does he not want it?
Well, one, if you're here and you didn't hear her, she said that she can help you move on, and she's here to help. And if you don't want that, why do you not want that? My reason.
My reason.
What is your reason? Or maybe 20, but I don't know what 20 would mean. Do you not want us to continue? A real faint died. So you died.
You might just be telling us to die.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not sure.
That's what he doesn't. He's not very forward, if anything. He's just vague and just kind of, yeah.
Basically, we're left there.
Yes.
They were already on a lower vibration, and people did not really come back and take care of them. So they're already, I don't want to say weaker, but they're easily controlled, easily manipulated. And whatever the one is doing that. And they're kind of used to just like going under the radar and hiding, and they'll come out when he's not really like active. But that is really what I feel is going on. And regardless if the one wants to keep a hold of him, I feel that that's, if I can't release and help others pass on, then it tells me that the one is more of an entity, because he shouldn't have that kind of hold on him. I should be able to release the spirits that want to leave.
Yeah.
So this will also kind of tell us more about what the one is. But even talking to him, he doesn't feel like something that's demonic. He just feels like a pissy spirit. He just feels like an angry guy.
Yes.
It's sometimes when spirits won't let go, they don't want to be healed. They have some kind of unfinished business. I feel confident that I can send healing to help that. The only other thing is if he's there for another purpose, like if there's someone else that's supposed to have an interaction with him, that's not something that I can clear, because that's getting in the way of their free will. Like there's a mission between the two of them, but it doesn't stop me from wanting to try. We'll know for sure after I do all of the work to see if he remains.
That makes sense.
They're quiet right now, but is one here?
So I'm getting that, like when you first walked in, I was hearing like the dolly and the la 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 la, and now like just feeling my own energy, like it feels very zoned out all of a sudden. Like drugged, like zoned out, like can't really do anything. So I'm not gonna blame the one, but I'm curious as when you hear and you interact with the one, like does everything in the entire house just kind of go down?
Yeah, generally the area.
Energy drain currently.
Yeah, because usually when he shows up, yeah, everything just kind of stops. So I'm getting EMF spikes, but I don't know.
Can you ask if the one is there?
Yeah, is the one here? I heard a hi. One, if you're here, can you say one over the radio? Yeah, it sounds like one in here.
Okay.
Here. So yeah. One if you're
So
here.
it feels like I definitely feel a female spirit in here. And I do feel like she's being drained all of a sudden. Like she can't like verbalize right now. So the fact that the one answered makes sense. But he's not being very aggressive right now, and I'm curious as to why. Like he's not being overly angry, he just is present. Yeah. So can you ask him what he wants? Like why will he not let the other spirit talk or interact?
Yeah. One, why won't you let anybody talk? What do you want? It said your beat, but I didn't hear anything else.
I'm curious if he can hear me. Can you ask him if he can hear me? Can you hear me?
Can you hear Ashley? I think, yeah, sure. You can hear her. I'm getting a yes. So yeah, there was like yeses and sure kind of underneath there.
Are you okay if I talk to him?
Yeah, no, yeah.
The one, my name is Ashley, and I want you to know that I'm here. And if you want to move on so that you can finish your spiritual journey, I'm happy to help you with that. There are other spirits here that want to be able to move on, and you're not letting them do that. Can you tell us why you don't want to let them move on, or why you don't want to move on? I can help you.
I'm free.
But you're not free. You're confined in this house. You're not free. You're trapped.
Said free.
Say it again, Travis.
Huh?
What did he say?
It said free again.
Do you want to be healed? Do you want to move on? Yes or no?
What you get right.
Or something, you won't get it right, or you'll get it right, and then no. There's a good definite no. So
Well, I want you to know the one. First and foremost, I know that's not your name, but that's just the name you've given. They don't want you here anymore. You're not wanted in this space anymore. You have another journey that you can move on to. Why do you not want to do that?
So it sounded like it said, I don't want to, and then dues. Like, it's owed dues or something, yeah.
Are you trapped? Is something keeping you here? Do you feel like you have to pay someone else or pay something before you leave?
I didn't maybe treat them, but I didn't really get anything there.
Can you tell me, or over the radio, if you are trapped and you can't leave?
Or like buy here, home, and heart attacks. I don't know.
So
yeah.
What I'm getting is the one, I feel like you're here because you were expecting to get better. You were supposed to have a treatment done. You were supposed to feel better, and you didn't feel better. Is that accurate?
I've been military. I've golden. Oh, they didn't want that. Big Anders and you don't. Sending it. got like 12 rounds.
I don't know. It's kind of not a yes or no. I heard military right at the beginning, but I don't know if that was just something else. But yeah.
The one, do you enjoy scaring people?
Someone comes out loud.
Yeah. It said the facts and yes.
I'm here. We're gonna.
The one, were you a patient here to be taken care of, yes or no?
Yes, physical window.
Yes. Yeah. It sounded like you're dead ass right, and then yes, something about a window.
Something about a what?
A window? It sounded like yes. I'm at the window or something. Yeah.
Have you explored the idea that the one was a patient here?
No, I haven't personally, but that would. It's a possibility because yeah.
He feels like he was a very capable man, and almost what I'm getting is that it almost feels like he was here, he was supposed to be taken care of, and he wasn't taken care of. Like he was supposed to receive a treatment, and he's still waiting for a treatment. The one, if I'm saying what you're trying to say, please just say yes or no. Did you not ever receive your treatment here?
I don't know. I didn't get it or hear anything.
The one, are you still with me? Are you still here?
Right.
I heard yes and dying.
I want you to know that I can help you move on. You don't have to die anymore. You don't have to live through this anymore. Do you want help moving on?
I heard maybe yes. Oh. I need a pressure and EMF change.
Okay. So, Travis, honestly, on a deeper level, I feel like he was actually a patient. I don't feel like he was actually a caregiver at all. He is a patient that didn't get treated. I know there's been some cut up and all that, and I'm interested to see, like, once I don't know if you go through and you're able to clean up some of the radio, like all that, go back and listen to it. Definitely let me know, but it feels like he actually didn't get the attention he deserved, which makes sense why he's always up in everybody's face all the time. Pay attention, me. He said military, so he may have been a military veteran at some point in his life, but which obviously means that he should have been treated better. So the one, if you're hearing me, you deserve to be treated better. You deserved to be loved. You deserved to be taken care of. I'm sorry if you were not taken care of. I'm sorry that you were mistreated. And if you will allow me in a couple of weeks, I can help you move on. So I want you to think about that. And I want you to remember me, and I will come back if you are ready, and I'll help you move on. You don't have to die anymore. If you understand what I said, please just say yes or no. Just say yes or no if you understood me.
I heard a yes and an I agree.
Okay. The one, I want to thank you for your time. I really appreciate you talking to me and being open. So I feel like when you guys were trying to take me into Rebecca's room, the word Gracie's name was really pinging for me at that time. Now that we're here, let's talk to her. Let's see what she wants.
Gracie, are you here with us?
Say if you want. The volume's right at the top.
Oh, okay.
And just turn it up and down. That's what.
What?
Feel refreshed?
I feel refreshed.
Yeah.
Is that normally
No.
how Gracie sounds?
Usually it's very odd because Gracie was able to like shift and manipulate her voice to sound however she needed it to sound.
That makes sense.
So it's very odd. Like sometimes you will hear a man, sometimes you'll hear a small child, sometimes you'll just hear an older woman, you know?
So Gracie's one that has intrigued me as well when I've done the research. Initially, whenever I first started thinking of Gracie, it felt very childlike. But right now, energetically, what I'm feeling is it feels like I've been drugged. Like
Okay.
I feel like very
That's perfect.
because I'm like, okay, but she's talking, so
Yes.
I don't know what it's like to be in somebody who has multiple different personalities. So
I think
it makes me
that's her
wonder
thing.
if her subconscious was like, well, hold on, her conscious was zoned out, but like her subconscious was coming forward, and that's where all these like personalities were
Yes.
coming from.
So
Gracie, can
it's
you hear?
very interesting. It's very interesting to me that you hit on that because that's kind of her thing. Like when you're in this room, you're going to feel very odd, disoriented, things like that. But it's almost as if she's giving you a peek into how it feels to live with DID and schizophrenia and things like that. So it's very interesting.
Yeah, that it's definitely what I'm feeling. I mean, if Gracie wants to chit chat, I'm also a little leery though, because we tried to talk to the woman in the other room and the one was like right there. And I was feeling, I don't want to say similar, this feels a little different. It doesn't feel like she's silenced, but it's almost like there's a part of her that's silent. So I'm wondering if this has to do with the split personality. So Gracie, if you can hear me, just say yes or no if I'm hitting, if it feels right, if what I'm saying is accurate.
Heard fuck.
Yeah.
She said yeah.
Oh, she said fuck. Like
Yes.
that
Oh,
word.
fuck.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so my question for Gracie is, does she want to move on or does she want to stick around?
That was a weird laugh or
That
something.
was like a cackle laugh. Like a That's weird.
So right as the radio went off, I could feel like anxiety in my chest rise up, but it's not mine. It's almost, I think I said something that I don't know if it made her laugh or, made her question, the ability or whatever. So feel free to interact with her and ask her questions. I mean, Gracie, do you want to have a conversation with me? Can you say yes or no?
Sounds interesting.
Okay, Gracie, I'll introduce myself to you. My name is Ashley, and I am an energy worker. So I'm here to help any spirit. Hopefully you know that you're a spirit at this point. You have crossed over, but you're trapped here. Do you want to move on or do you want to stay? Do you want to go to the other portion of your life?
This radio something, maybe?
Is this a radio? Hello?
Yeah.
Like that's what I heard, but I'm not.
I heard this is this a radio? Yeah. I heard your name, Joshua.
I heard that, and now I'm done with this.
I'm dying?
I'm dying. So there it is again. I'm dying.
Okay, so the one also said that.
Right.
The
Which
one
is
said that
weird
I'm
to me. It's
dying.
like, why are they saying this?
Yeah. I don't know.
It's like you've already died.
Yeah.
You know?
So energetically, here's what happens sometimes when people pass. We have a couple different things that happen. We have people who are like, they die in a car accident and it's so sudden that they don't realize it. So they're wandering, trying to figure out like what's going on, and they stay in the space because they don't know how they got there. And then there's people who have died, but they don't understand that they have, and they just are still stuck in that cycle of last thing that they really remembered was that they're in pain, that they're dying, that they're waiting for something. They know something's supposed to be coming, but it's this constant like being stuck in this time period. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, but I am curious because it's the same phrase that the one is saying. So do you want to ask, is the one here? Is the one here with Gracie?
One, are you here?
Remember FDIC. Normally is musical.
Not really hearing it much.
And not only
Maybe a he's here real faint,
Yeah.
but
What did he, what?
and consulting.
there's a laugh.
Another laugh.
Uh,
Gracie, can you hear us?
No.
No. All right. Thank you for answering my question. Got sick.
Yeah, she said no. It's all there.
Yeah, I said, can you hear me? No. Good talk, Russ. Look, all right.
Gracie, do you understand that you are a spirit and that you're no longer alive?
I heard yes.
18-ish.
18-ish?
Mm-hmm.
Gracie, do you want to be healed so that you can move on? Or do you want to stay?
Maybe a yeah.
Well,
I didn't.
My mom and these.
My mom abused?
that was
What did you
my
say, Travis?
mom abused.
Gracie, did your mom abuse you?
I.
Dude, that is the same voice.
Yeah.
Place.
Something I didn't catch that one.
I couldn't either.
It's the same voice though.
It
Yeah.
is the same voice consistently, but it's also interesting. There's another female voice that's whispering, and it's underneath it. And it's come through a few times now,
Ask
but
who
I
it
can't
is.
make out what it's saying.
Ask who it is. Ask it to show itself.
Who is the quieter voice that's whispering right now?
Hi. I heard like a Sam too or something maybe.
Like Sam?
Yeah. It's important.
It's important.
He's
Ah!
he says
What
like
was
he's
that?
gone and it laughed.
It laughed. Like, it's that weird laugh, that cackle. It gets me every time.
Okay,
God
so
damn.
what I'm kind of picking, I don't feel like there's any other female in there. I almost wonder if Gracie's like fighting against herself because of all the different personalities.
Like
and that's
cycling through
that's
her
a terrible
altars,
place to be in.
basically.
Yeah.
Like she's just going back and forth because of
Yeah.
the mental state that she was in. So I'm not sure if even if we continue to talk, like, there's a part of me where I wonder if she will ever really understand and make the decision for herself if she can move on. So I'm going to have to leave that up to you to decide whether or not if you want her to stay or if you want me to try to help her move on, because I don't know if it does. It feels like there's a couple different voices going on, and it energetically, it feels like there's this like back and forth, like almost as if somebody is switching between personalities within seconds. Yep. Like kind of like a shortening, like where you see like glitching. That's how it feels right now. Gracie, can you say yes if that's how you're feeling, or no if it's not accurate?
Give the response that you want.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Something, but I
I'm not.
Yeah.
Gracie, can you understand me clearly? Can you have a conversation with me, yes or no?
Most heard we can't, but
Can't. Like, we can't.
yeah. And it's there
Why
was a male.
can you not talk to me?
It's difficult?
Is it difficult to just communicate, or is it difficult to communicate to me?
People that don't. Something.
And it was.
Would come
There's like multiple
Yeah.
like things saying like
It's busy. It's almost like too busy.
Yeah, are you guys picking up if there's any other like energy in the room? I mean, you guys know Gracie's energy. So, do you feel like there's other spirits in there with you, or do you feel like this is strictly just coming from her? Like she's being clear and she's just glitching?
I mean, to me, it just feels like it normally does in here, you know? That I can't say, oh yeah, there's not three others standing in here or whatever.
Well, just energetically, like,
yeah,
is your equipment going off anymore? Like, I mean, based on what you guys have there.
no.
It has
Pee smell is kind of dissipated.
right.
It doesn't smell of urine as much. Yeah.
Makes me wonder if we've just gotten used to it.
Yeah, probably, but yeah.
Let me ask, is there any other spirit present in the room right now? Yes or no?
What the hell was that? I heard a male voice on here very quietly say, yes, I am. And then right down over here, there was a knock down the hallway. What the hell?
I don't know. Yeah.
You got all kinds of things going on.
Yeah, like, yes, I am. Like, very matter of fact. Burr, burr, burr. And then a
All right,
knock.
so it makes me wonder if we have to go room to room. Do you want to be healed? Do you want to leave? Do you want to be healed? Do you want to leave? Woo, okay. So, but the question is for Gracie, does Gracie want to stay or move on? That's really the question that we need to find out. Gracie, yes or no?
Gracie, do you want to stay here or do you want to move on? No, I don't.
I heard something. Yeah.
No, I don't.
That's fine. That's fine.
Later we're doing.
It sounded like an old lady.
Like an older lady.
Yeah.
No, I don't. Like,
Yeah.
kind of crouchy.
That, I mean, really, Josh, at the end of the day, because you know Gracie has multiple different personalities,
Right.
you'll have to sit with that one and decide, you know, because it could be one of just her personalities coming through saying yes or no. And it seems like, again, it feels like she's glitching a bit.
Yeah.
On an energetic level.
Yeah, because I mean, every different personality could have a different opinion on that matter as well, too, which makes it very difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I've always asked myself, it's like, do those personalities travel on with us, you know, after we pass away and things like that? So it's...
So, on that note, just for clarification, because I feel she's still stuck in what she was in. That's why we're seeing the different personalities.
Yeah.
But when she goes to move on, she will be different. It will still be her soul, her spirit. But whatever is the next phase of her journey, I don't believe that she will continue on with the personalities unless she is meant to. It's kind of like how we have past lives and we go into our next phase. You know, sometimes people come back as a dog. You know, I don't know. Yeah. Or, you know, they come back as a male or a female, but they don't have the same personalities, but it's still their same soul. So this is something that...
It's interesting to me because, like, Gracie just being Gracie, her being able to move on, and then even the potential then of her alters staying. Like, is that even a thing? Or is she the antecedent of them, so therefore if she's gone, they're gone? Like, does that make sense?
Yeah, so like she moves on, but her alters stay here at this.
They're all going to be gone. If that's
even possible, right? Yeah.
They'll all be gone, and I don't know if they're going to stay with her. I think you're going to really have to sit with it. Do you want to release her or do you not? You know, and I don't mean to put that pressure on you, but... You know, maybe think about it, sit with her, try to talk to her, because you guys know her a lot better than I do. There was a clear, definite, no, I don't want to.
Right.
So for me, I look for the permission of it, but this is a little bit of a special case because it's like, is this just a personality or is this really Gracie talking?
Exactly.
You know, and the other option is that instead of me just releasing her, I can always just fill the room up with love and healing and see how that helps.
Sure. Yeah.
So, you know, because what I don't want to do is I don't want to try to release the spirit that is not ready to go, because there are spirits that stay because they have unfinished business. I don't know if you have anybody here that really has unfinished business. The one is indicating that he's expecting a treatment plan. He's expecting to get better. So that would fall underneath that. But that's really some of the things that we have to kind of take into consideration when we go ahead and help them clear on. And just for the sake of, I know there's been the conversation of, you know, we don't want to clear everything. I don't want to clear the things that don't want to be cleared. So it's almost like I wonder if we find a common room and I'm able to clear them out, like who comes into the room is who is cleared. So that's another process of how we can do it instead of going like room to room to room.
Maybe we do like the lobby or something, like a common area like that, like the lobby or even the sitting room or.
Well, that's what I was thinking, like that kitchen sitting room, because wasn't that like the dining room?
That's where they had their meals. Yeah, absolutely. So that's an interesting idea.
Yeah.
Oh my God. There we go.
So my next plan for the next Saturday is to just clear your equipment and see how that works. So it's going to be something very similar. I'm just going to clear, you know, if Josh is there, I'd like to include phones, any equipment that you have, you know, like I know you set up beforehand prior, so anything that I can just go ahead and say the command over your equipment via this way where I can see it all and I'll shoot my energy to it. I want to let you know that's how it's going to go, and then you guys can set up. And if you want me to be a part of it and do just like we did, I'm happy to do that so we can see how things go with that.
No, that's good. That was an interesting day, I guess. Yeah.
This was a lot. This was definitely